I hope you're having a great day. Last episode, you'll recall that I introduced you to the EOS model with your business at its center. I did a first pass around that model and introduced you to each of the six key components. If you haven't seen that episode yet, I recommend you go back and watch it because this episode will make more sense in that context. And quickly, I'd like to reiterate my promise to you. First, you're going to come out of this series with at least one piece of information, a tool, a concept that you can go back into your business and your life and implement tomorrow, and things are going to get better. Second, we're going to keep things simple. If you're here looking for the latest management fad or a new theory or abstract concept you've never heard before, you're going to be sorely disappointed because this is very simple, practical stuff that works in entrepreneurial companies like yours. The third thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on stuff that gets results. And when we conclude today, I want you walking out of here with a bunch of ideas and concepts that will generate real results in your life and your business. Okay, now let's take a moment. Please just sit back in your chair, make yourself really comfortable, put both feet on the ground and close your eyes. Now, I realize this seems really silly, but we know that you cannot be part of a system and at the same time understand that system. So, what I'm trying to do is to get you out of the tall grass, get you out of the weeds so you can see your business in a whole new way. Please, with your eyes closed, breathing deeply. Now, tell me the number that I'm thinking of. No, I'm just kidding. I want you to let your mind float above your business in a way where you can look down on it and see all of its moving parts, including yourself. I want you to be ready to look at your business with an open mind and critical thinking so that you see some opportunities for improvement. And if they're there, and if you're there, if you're in that mind space, you can open your eyes now. Are you ready? I hope so. So now I'm going to start with how you can create a crystal clear vision for your business and use it to chart the best future for your business and yourself. We call that the vision component. The first discipline in the vision component is something we call the 8 questions. Very simply, I work with leaders and their teams to answer 8 simple questions to get you all on the same page with your vision. What are the 8 questions? Well, they are: what are your core values? What's your core focus? What is your 10-year target? What is your marketing strategy? What is your 3-year picture? What is your 1-year plan? What are your quarterly rocks? What is your issues list? Those are the 8 questions. We keep those 8 questions in a 2-page document we call the Vision Traction Organizer, or VTO for short. This is the first tool that I'm going to share with you. Please use it. It's a very powerful tool that will help you crystallize the vision for your organization. Now, if you would just follow along with me, I'm going to walk you through each of the 8 questions, one at a time, beginning with: what are your core values? Are you familiar with the term core values? Core values are just an essential set of guiding characteristics that define who you are at the core and what you want from the culture of your organization. When we work together, I'll take you through a discovery exercise to help you discover the true core values of your unique organization. Then later in the people component, I'll explain to you exactly how we're going to use your core values to attract great people to your organization, people that fit your culture, the kind of people that you want to be surrounded with, and repel people who aren't a great fit for your culture. That's core values. Now, the second question in your VTO is: what's your core focus? Core focus is the sweet spot of your organization. It's been called a million things in the history of business. A lot of people call it vision statement. Some people call it mission statement. Stephen Covey calls it voice. Jim Collins calls it the hedgehog concept. I apologize for throwing another term at you. We call it core focus because it comes from your core. Once it's clearly defined and articulated, the trick is to stay laser focused within that core focus so you're always working within your sweet spot. Now, the third question: What is your 10-year target? This is just a long-range, big goal for your business. The time frame is flexible. It's anything from 5 to 30 years out. It's a clearly articulated, simple, number one business goal for your organization. Gets you all on the same page with where you're going long term. And once that's crystal clear, we move on to question 4, your marketing strategy. Your marketing strategy is simply designed to get you all on the same page with who you should talk to and what you should say to get the biggest return on your investment in precious sales and marketing energy. There are 4 parts to the marketing strategy: the target market, 3 uniques, proven process, guarantee. The target market is just getting you all to agree on the ideal prospect. The demographic, geographic, and psychographic profile of the kinds of people or companies that you should be laser focused on proactively selling and marketing to. Once that's clear, the rest of the marketing strategy is simply your message to those ideal prospects. The 3 uniques are just 3 differentiating characteristics, 3 things about your organization that make you different and better than the competition, sets you apart from the competition. The proven process is a 1-page visual illustration of the way you take care of your customers from the minute that they start thinking about doing business with you to the time that they are long-time satisfied business partners of yours. The guarantee is just a pledge or promise that reduces the fear of adoption. It eliminates objections that you might face in the sales and marketing process. These 4 components make up the marketing strategy. And once you're all 100% on the same page with your core values, your core focus, your 10-year target, and your marketing strategy, you'll know who you are at the core. You'll know what you love to do and you're best at with your core focus. You'll know where you're going long term, and you'll know how to get there with your marketing strategy. We then crystallize the vision for your organization, bring it down to the ground, and start making it real with your 3-year picture. This is not a detailed 3 to 5 year strategic planning process we're going to go through. All we're trying to do is get every member of your team to crystallize and visualize exactly what this company needs to look like 3 short years from now. If you can all see the same thing in your mind's eye, the chance you're going to achieve that vision becomes significantly higher. We start by quickly defining your revenue, profits, and measurables. What does this company need to achieve 3 years from now to lay the foundation for your 10-year target? Then you'll see 5 to 15 bullet points underneath that question. What does it look like? This is where we work together to paint a clear picture of what the organization needs to look like 3 short years from now on the way to achieving your vision. When the 3-year picture is crystal clear, there are 2 great benefits. When you can all see the same 3-year picture in your mind's eye, the chances are you're going to achieve it are so much stronger. It also sets you up for great 1-year planning. Now let's turn the page on the traction document, turn the page on the VTO document and really bring that vision down to the ground and prioritize and plan. The first thing we do is agree on your 1-year plan. You'll notice we use the same predictions here: revenue, profit, and measurables. What are we going to achieve this year or next year to lay the foundation for achieving your vision? Then we work to agree on 3 to 7 priorities. We call them goals for the year. We focus on 3 to 7 goals, not 37, because when everything is important, nothing is important. One of the phrases we use a lot when we're implementing EOS is less is more. We've now crystallized and made predictions of what the revenue, profit, and measurables need to be this year. And we've set 3 to 7 clear, aligned goals. Now we move on to the next section of the VTO. We call these rocks. Rocks are just 90-day business priorities, getting us all 100% on the same page with what's most important over the next 90 days, creating a 90-day world for the organization. We start by predicting revenue, profit, and measurables. Then we identify 3 to 7 priorities for the company over the next 90 days. Ultimately, 3 to 7 priorities for each of you as well. It creates discipline, focus, and accountability, so we are executing on our vision every 90 days. Now, with that, the last question on your VTO is, what are your issues? We compile an issues list. I think I mentioned earlier that when your vision, people, and data components are strong, this organization is going to become transparent. You're going to have a lot of challenges and obstacles. And once we get the issues out of your head and into your issues list, we've answered the eighth question. Now we've answered all 8 questions. You're all on the same page. It's a simplified approach to strategic planning. Those are the 8 questions, and this is your VTO. Once we're all on the same page with the answers to the 8 questions, we're going to go back to the vision component and talk about tool or discipline number 2. We call that shared by all. We need to get that vision shared by everybody in your organization. Say there's 15 or 40 people in your organization. We must get all of those 15, 40, or 200 people to see that vision, to understand your plan, and want to be a part of it. In order to accomplish that objective, you have to tell them. You have to get into a room with all your people quarterly and give a quarterly state of the company address. You need to share with everyone in your organization your vision and plan and get them to internalize it, understand it, and want to be a part of it. Ultimately, we get to the point all those people are rowing in one direction and trying to help you achieve the same vision and plan that you all share. And not to get all kumbaya on you here, but to the extent that you can get everybody in this organization focused on one vision, rowing in the same direction, planets line up and magic happens. That's strengthening your vision component and getting you to 100% strong. And that's it for vision for today. We're in the next episode, we're going to go over the people component and how you can understand and use your vision to help you get the right people in the right seats in your organization. I hope you liked this content. Feel free to scan the QR code on your screen to download the Vision Traction Organizer template. It's a powerful tool that everyone should use to help make their vision crystal clear. And as always, if you have questions, any questions on this content, or would like to learn more about EOS, please feel free to email me or give me a call. I'm here to help. Have a great day, and thanks for your time.